Hi everyone, today I will be demonstrating how the DocuWare will look like in a finance department. Okay, let's begin. This is where the DocuWare on cloud would be, and you can access this DocuWare platform anytime, anywhere, because it's already hosted in the cloud, which is what we're using right now is the Microsoft Azure. In this case, in this example, Peggy Jenkins will log in. And Peggy Jenkins, as you can see, she will be someone who is working in the finance department. Now, today I'm going to cover and show you what are document trays. We'll try out some search and then take notice of lists and tasks, how it behaves. Firstly is the document tray. Now imagine document tray as your desk in the office right now, where you place your papers, your documents on it, and you have to do a little bit of work on it, like stapling, removing or editing some text on it. So it's basically the same here. What document tray here, this digital document tray is basically the same thing. This is on your desk. You work on it first before you move and place that file into the cabinet. So later on, we will be placing all these documents, a few of these invoice documents, into some of the into this cabinet here, which is the accounts payable cabinet. Right, as you can see here, these are all image files. This is PDF here, and then we have a PNG, a Microsoft Word, and then we have a Microsoft PowerPoint, right? As long as it's an image file, it can be imported. And how to import? There are a few ways to import. Either you drag and drop from a folder into here, or you just simply click on import and choose your file. And here, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the intelligent indexing or this is where the intelligent indexing will try and read the document and try to understand all your fields and pick up one by one. Okay, so let's say now Peggy goes ahead and choose Eastern Hotel invoice, International Steel invoice, Phone Wizard invoice, and IT Experts invoice, and she doesn't have to do anything to it. It already knows a few of the fields. It's already detected. As you can see, it's green now. Some are already still yellow, which means it needs a little bit of work or learning to do. Just click store to the accounts payable. Take a look at that. This is where all these fields are already suggested to the user to see whether it's right or wrong. So basically, if it's red, it's trying to learn. If it's in green right now, as you can see, it's green. This is what it has already learned, and it knows, and it's like 80% to 100% accurate on the items. So just click store. So as you can see, there are these red bubbles on top already. And let's go ahead and take a look at what task is about. And task, when we click on it, there are 3 tasks waiting for Peggy right now. So the first task is to assign an invoice into International Steel and Best Eastern. And then the last one here from IT Experts, Peggy, is to check the invoice to see whether everything is right. So let's do the check invoice right now. So here, 1, 2, 3, you can see there are action buttons, which is customizable based on business process, any business process out there. So in this case, in this customer ABC Trading, they want to have these 3 buttons: a quick button for it to approve, reject, or send to assign invoice. In this case, I want to approve it as Peggy. The accounting department has assigned the invoice to you for approval. Please check whether the invoice can be paid. Yes. Okay. Confirm. then it's out. Okay, then it's out and then goes somewhere else. Based on the workflow automation, it goes to someone else. So assign invoice. So let's say the invoice requires approval. Assign the invoice to a requester. So this invoice was requested by someone. So Peggy's job is to send back to that someone and double check whether this invoice is right, because there's someone else at the operation floor that actually receives the item. So in this case, I'm going to send it to Peter Sanders. For International Steel, I'm going to send it to Elizabeth Cash. So that's done. So what is this other list? This is basically what I like to call it is the mini dashboard where it shows the status. And all these items here, all these columns, all these names can be customizable based on what you need and what you want the user to see. All right, all this is really customizable based on your business process. So here in this case, Phone Wizard invoice that we just import just now, it is waiting for the cost center approval, and then the rest are waiting for requester approval. So one good example here is Elizabeth Cash will be receiving on the cost center approval workflow. So you might ask some of these workflows, who is doing it? Well, basically Rico will come in and design it with you. We will ask questions. We will study your business process, and we will design this whole thing and customize based on your business process or workflows. So here, this is okay. Please check the invoice and the entries. If the invoice is not correct, reject. So everything is right. I just click confirm as Elizabeth Cash. Okay, as Elizabeth Cash, it looks different. Well, it really depends on your job role and your responsibility. Okay, so here in this invoice, really is Peggy Jenkins can't approve this. She has to send it to Elizabeth Cash. So because of more than $250 spent, accounting department has assigned the invoice for your approval. Please check whether the invoice can be paid. So I double check. Okay, good. I just put okay and send it out. So no more tasks here. Let's take a look at the list. What's going on there? It's the same list as what Peggy Jenkins is looking, because both of them are working in finance. So you can see here, IT expert is already completed. Phone Wizard still waiting for approvals, and so on. Right? So that is basically how DocuWare works. And let's try and search this in the cabinet. So if you want to see something in the cabinet database, this is where you go to search, choose the cabinet that you want to see, and everything that is there will be there. Let's just see whether we can search for a full text IT. Take a look at this. So when you do a full text, the word IT here is already highlighted over here, and then here IT here, and then where's this IT over here? Is it highlighted? I think it's because it's international steel, right? Right. So this is the power of DocuWare, where we help you to digitalize your documents. And if you are in that space of digital transformation, DocuWare will be one of the digital tools, and it can actually works with integration with some ERP or CRM system that you might have. So, yep. Thank you very much for viewing this video.